Today, I'm going to have one gentleman that the Ghana music industry respects so much. He's done so much for himself. He's an award-winning artist. He's gone platinum, the diaspora, international, doing so well for Ghana music. His name is Ken Promise. So he's going to join me in a bit to have a chit-chat with him. So stick and stay as we talk to Ken Promise. All right, Ken, how you doing?
Bless it, bro.
Charlie, thanks so much. First of all, thanks so much for opening your doors.
Nah, come on, bro.
For Kobby News. Now, first of all, how has been the year for you? I mean, the year under recap from beginning of 2019, January to December. Take us through some of your activities in summary.
It's been a great year for me. Thanks be to God. It's been the year I dropped my first album ever, my maiden album, as promised. I've toured America, I've toured the UK, I've toured some parts of Europe. I've done big festivals in the summer, I've toured some places in Africa, I've been to Nigeria. I've done a few things, So it's been an amazing year for me. My best year yet, I can say.
Great. Yeah. Now, apart from God factor, what do you think that really worked for you as an artist?
A great team. Yeah, it's the most important thing. Like, I can do the best I can do, but at the end of the day, it boils down to the team I have, and everyone playing their role very well, and executing what they have to do and do it well. That's it. So
what's your weakness as an artist?
Weakness? Yeah. I don't think I haven't sat down to think of weaknesses. Like, if anything, I think of improvements, like where we can improve. I don't see it as a weakness. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it can only get better. In anything you do in life, so I don't think of things as weaknesses, or like I don't dwell on negatives.
Don't even pay attention to
man, like yeah, like next time I will say yeah, and I find another way to do it. What else?
Okay, so what's your strength?
I just go hard, bro. I just go hard because I love this. Like, I love making music, and I never thought I was gonna be an artist. I was just going to school. I did my last year where I blew. So after university, I just delved into music, and ever since, me personally, I believe if you love something, you should be wholehearted about it. You shouldn't like half, and the men you cry. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to do it, you need to go all the way out, and that's how I am.
You've done so well for yourself. Let me ask you this question. What's your vision? When you wake up in the morning, what comes to PromiseLand that you need to go for this? Go, because already, like you mentioned, go hard. What's your vision as an artist?
It's just so many things we wish to attain, but maybe also a step by step. Do you know what I mean? Like 2017, when I first came on the scene, like, really, really popped off, was Oh Yeah, and then Selfish, and that was like, we're just trying to familiarize, let people know the brand King Promise and what I represent, and the kind of music and my sound. And then 2018, we're like, what, we're going to drop more singles back to back, so that they know that okay, we're actually here to stay, because I wasn't coming to be like a one hit wonder. Exactly. 2, 3, 4 songs. No, like, exactly. It's a long way. Do you know what I mean? Like, I see people like Sarkodie, I see like R2Bs, Wizkid, David, Burna Boy, Mr. Easy. I see what these guys are doing, and some of them been doing it for like 10 years and more. And that's the kind of artist I believe I am. And I work with a great team. Kyei, my manager, Hene. They've been in this for over 10 years. So it's like they kind of like help me shape my direction. So the vision is to take it all the way to the top, because now Afrobeat is becoming a global sensation. Like, it's not just us here in Africa who enjoy it. Sure. You go to the UK, you go to America, you're walking through the malls and you're hearing Wizkid or David on in the speakers, and that makes you know that if they can do it, like, why not you? Do you know what I mean? So yes. It's to take it all the way to something that's never happened. Like, I'm just gonna keep working all the way to the top, and hopefully we set some records.
Hey man, amazing. Now let's stick to family. Yeah. I've seen you are very close to your mom. I've been at your birthday parties where your mom and your sisters are always around you. Yeah. How do you combine work and family? Do you really have time for family?
Yeah, so the good thing is I have a very understanding family. So my mom and my sisters and my dad, they are very supportive. Like, even when I started making music, like I said, I was still in school, but I never had the situation where my mommy or my papi say, don't do music, just go to school. They were like, you can make your music, but make sure that you take your school serious. So it was more like harder for me to combine school and music, but with family, I've never had any problem because they are very supportive. I try my best to go back home as much as I can. Like when I'm in town, I go out, try almost every weekend actually.
But have you had any circumstances where mommy had to pick your phone and call you, say, I didn't like what you did, I didn't like what you did?
Like you said, my mom and I are very close, so we do have conversations from time to time, and she knows I won't just do anything that's like dumb.
So
do you know what I mean?
In recent times, has she complained about something?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Like the first time we even spoke about something, it was when I was at the awards, and then it became a whole thing about my shoes, and then she called me and she was laughing. She's like, "Me know I would never anymore fear mobile." It means like then our question would be as real. And like man, and she was like, "Car for me that, like don't mind them." Because they don't know. Because my mom, she has an eye, like the Navy. Do you know what I mean? So she knows what's nice.
I know.
And she's like, yo, that shit you were wearing is hard. Like, it's so just keep doing it. And now everyone's like, I'm wearing Kambu now. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Nah, like I said, my mom and I, we are close. So we always have a conversation back and forth. On baby, you're catching me. Like, take care of yourself. Don't do this. Don't do, like a regular, like African parent. Just that, they know I'm in the public eye, so it's more like my dad. Like my dad will sit me down, advise and all that.
So she still cooks for you, like once.
Yeah, of course, bro. Everyone loves my mom's jollof.
What's your favorite food?
Jollof, bro.
Jollof.
Yeah. I the chop banku, the chop wachi, but jollof be the winner. Yeah.
Great. Now, recently, was it yesterday? You tweeted about the fact that someone performed your music.
Yeah.
At Mentor stage.
Yeah.
I mean,
crazy, bro.
Yes.
Crazy. Like when I saw the tweet, it just hit me. Cause I remember like, bro, I was behind the TV back in the day, and we did watch Mentor every day, like from Andy
Prince
and those
Andy.
people, bro. Bro, and then me had to sit down and somebody they take my song, perform, make the pick 'em.
How was the feeling?
It's crazy, bro. Like I just thought I'm like, bro, this is really happening. Do you know what I mean? And someone would say maybe, he's acting like he's used to this because I've seen it a couple times, but. You always get those flashbacks and those things that just hit you like, bro, like it hits you like, it's actually happening.
Sure. Now, you didn't come from the reality shows.
No, I didn't.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So, coming up from the reality shows and you coming up yourself, do you think that there's some conflict of interest? Do you think that coming from the reality show is the best? Because we are in this country, most of them come from the reality shows and they suffer.
How is it the best, bro? I feel like when you just get your light, you just have to run with it, bro. Like, so sports like no tall, so you have to do your best and keep going. Whether you come from a reality show, whether you come from Pokwasi or you come from Tema or you from Nungwa, wherever, as long as you get a chance, run with it. So it doesn't matter where you're coming from. If you don't take the chance, it won't work, bro.
Great. Now, your writing skills.
Yeah.
I keep telling people, let me use this opportunity to tell you, your content.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it, but there are most songs that comes and pass. But we still play, oh yeah, and back in the days, most of your records still sound timeless, production and everything. How do you do it, man?
Telling me, I just
no, but have you had people?
I know, like I take my writing serious, so I'm not going to just write a song and just for writing's sake. It has to make some kind of sense, or it has to be able to connect with the people. That's the most important thing. When people can connect with your music, do you know what I mean? Like I feel like if I'm writing music, because growing up, the kind of people I listened to, it was the kind of music where you see yourself in the music. What I say? And see, when I'm singing a song like Selfish, it's something you want to tell your girl or your girl would like to play for you. Or when I'm singing something like CCTV, something that we go through in life so you can connect with it. The most important thing is the fans being able to connect with the music, and then the music will be timeless. Like Kojoinchi, all of them, that's what they've done for a long time, and that's why they're still here. So I don't take that for joke. Like I can make songs for party. I can make songs about love. I feel like when you pick a topic, just make sure people can relate to it. That's my only thing, honestly. Yeah. Well, we're still working.
Yes, man. At least you've
it's a lot more work to be done.
You make some impact. I mean, how do you do it?
Balls back, down to having a great team and just going hard. Like I said, my team is very experienced and they've been around for a while. They've seen stuff, and me myself, I'm very like hands-on, like. Because like I said, I have goals. Like I've seen several things and I've traveled and I know where we can get to. So that serves as even motivation for me. Do you know what I mean? So it's just about going through the right channels to make sure that you put yourself on the right platforms.
Do you think DJs are not playing Ghanaian music enough?
I I'm not gonna say that, but I'm gonna say one thing: it can always be better. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like you go to Nigeria and you hear a lot of Nigerian. I mean, I said Nigeria because I know that's the question is gonna come. You're gonna say Ghana, Nigeria. I know it. Even Jollof will say so how much more the music? It can only get better. Like I feel like you're doing a good job. I've had a lot of good support from DJs in Ghana. I'm not going to lie. Like even when I came on the scene, at that time, it was hard for anybody who was like, this is just like 2-3 years ago. But there wasn't like any new artists. It was only like our big guns, like our King Sarks, our Stone Boys, our Shatters. But it was like no new cat. And then I came and then OEA was on the radio and it was great. I didn't even expect it to happen like that. I knew like it would take some time and I'm gonna have to work hard. But the DJs embraced and showed me a lot of love, and that's how like people got to hear of me and accept me. And then there's been Kitty, there's Kwame, there's Kwesi, there's Darko Vibes,
no,
everyone.
Okay, we've seen Nigerians coming in to plug in their music, DJs. Ghanaians, do you think that our musicians are doing enough going there to also plug in their music? Because once we sit here and they come in to do the plugin, obviously you're going to.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like me, I'm a go-getter. I go to Nigeria, bro. Like me, I'm just very handsome.
Advice to Ghana?
No, you're trying to get into the market. It's just like Ghana. Like even if you don't live in Ghana, you make music for Ghanaians. It's kind of like it's tricky. It's a sticky situation. So the fans like to feel you. They like to see you. So as you're trying to touch base with some kind of people, you do your best that you can do to be able to let them feel as close to you as possible. That's what I believe. It might be different. Someone might believe, might have a different perception, but me, personally, that's what I believe. That's why Nigeria is just 45 minutes away, bro. So as long as I can do it, I'd rather, go do just like I do in Ghana, do some media.
But it's only, are you always targeting Nigeria?
No, that's what I'm saying. I've done that in several places, not even just Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, several places. Sometimes time and maybe like some other things don't make it possible to be in several places at the same time, but the best that you can do, you do it. Do you know what I mean? Like I'll do calling interviews with radio stations from maybe let's say Namibia or Tanzania, and maybe when I'm around here and I have a show in Nigeria or I have something to do there, I'll take that advantage and do a couple radio stations. Or sometimes I actually just like when I dropped Promise my album, I went to Nigeria to do like a press tour. Do you know what I mean? Okay. So.
Now we'll come to your concert, then we say goodbye. But how is the song doing on the digital platform, the YouTube, the Uptown, the iTunes? How is it doing?
It's doing great, bro.
Are you cashing out?
It's doing great. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, it can get better still. But I feel like Ghana, we just have a long way to go when it comes to stuff like that. And I don't even want to compare us to Nigeria and that because even number-wise, we are not even up to half of them, bro. They are like several millions and we're like 28 million. Yeah, so we not even reach them anywhere. You know what I mean? So if number-wise, it's not fair on our part to even compare to them. But we are doing good. You see Kwame Eugene having like several millions. You see Kitty having several millions. You see King Promise having several millions. Kwesi Arthur, King Sark, and let me tell you one thing. I feel like regardless whatever is going on in the air and all the comparisons and all the like hula baloo going on, it's up to us to push us because that's what other people do. Nigerians push themselves. They have big men who invest in the music. They have companies who invest in the music. They have people, they believe in the creative arts industry because you can't lie to yourself. Everywhere in the world, infrastructure like architecture, showbiz, it's something that's making a lot of money everywhere in the world right now. So okay. Ghanaians need to we need to come together as one. In any small way if you contribute to push Joey B's music or my music, whatever, let's do it together.
If King Promise is given the chance to meet Nana Akufo-Addo to talk about the creative arts ministry or industry, what will you tell Nana?
We need to structure the way our music industry is. We need to put a structure to it. It will take some time, but it is possible. If they could do it, we can do it. Like people say, it's American that, but they have several millions, but they've been able to do it. So we will not even reach them a half no, or them a quarter no. It means it could be easier for us to do it if we put our minds to it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just a lot of work. Let's push each other. Let the government help. I like this whole year of return thing, but there's still more work to be done. Like artists need to be involved in it. Do you know what I mean? Other people are coming down. They need to be introduced to our music industry and the arts culture and not just the tourism and all of that. Do you know what I mean? That's important. That's one thing that's gonna sell us. But we need to inculcate everything else so that they get like a full experience. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, bro.
Amazing. Now talk about your concert happening this very Sunday, right?
Yep.
Sure. So I mean, you have the camera.
Yes, guys. So it's my third, headline in Ghana. It's called the PromiseLand. I've had it for the past 2 years and running, and this year we are doing the big one. It's a bigger venue. It's at La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. It's on the 22nd of December. That's this coming Sunday, and I have a lot of surprises for you guys, and it's going to be an experience. Like I always say, I don't want PromiseLand to be a concert where you just can't wait, you just come see artists perform, then you go out. It will be an experience. Like the last one, anybody who came could attest to the fact that there were games. I was actually there even before performance started. Like the afternoon, I did it. Yeah, there was a meet and greet. Me greet the fans, take pictures, have conversation, play video games. There was paintball. What I say? So it was a whole experience, and we're trying to take it to the next level. That's why we took it to a bigger venue this time. So it's the whole ambience, the whole vibe. I'm trying to make sure you guys have an experience, an amazing experience you never forget, and it can only get better. So you guys come out. Yeah. Like I have. All my superstar friends are going to be there, from Kyei to Coach. I said it.
You have the exclusive.
Coach fans. What's his name? UG Official.
Okay.
There's Ken Sag. There's my godfather's R2Bs. There's Mr. Easy. I am actually, but Kwame is not in town. I spoke to him yesterday. He's going to Liberia on the day. Yeah, so.
And the ticket is going for.
So 70 CDs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what time is it starting?
It starts at 6 p.m. So. Obiambra 6 p.m. Umbra La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. A bit crazy. PromiseLand. No, just looking at so me I'm dressing. What you saying? It's also bad. Sure can book I'm a show baby. Yeah. So you guys just come out 22nd this Sunday, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, PromiseLand. It's gonna be crazy. All your favorite celebrities are gonna be there. Kobby's gonna be there himself, and just come. Let's have a great time.
Your final words to up and coming artists. I know a lot of people told that they want to feature, they want you to say some words of encouragement. What's your words for them going into 2020 and your Christmas message?
Yeah, it's just a lot of hard work, bro. Like I believe, the first step it takes is to believe in yourself, and then everybody else will follow. Like you don't give up on yourself. That's what I did. Like when I started, I just kept going because I was singing a lot of like R&B and like I knew where they entail Ghana. But then I also found myself within that, and then I started, finding my sound, and this is where we are now. So just work hard, make sure you got the inside, never leave him beside, and be humble. Just respect everybody and don't cut corners. What I say. And 2020 is more music, guys. I appreciate it. Like I said earlier, my album's still out as promised. You guys go grab it if you haven't. And 2020, more music, more collabs, more festivals, more shows. We're taking Ghana to like all the way to the world because it's possible. Do you know what I mean? So let's support all my fellow Ghanaians from Accra, Kumasi, the diaspora, maybe out in the world, out free out, even you're African. Support the movement and let's take African music to the world. Your boy can promise. Boom.
All right. Thank you so much.
One love, man.
So that was Start Talk with Kobby. My guest was Ken Promise. They say my Simon Edin, your friend Ken Sakura. Into coming off Sunday we are no yina nkushia and man if you diaspora no we good town at year of return yembrana and support to Ghana music. Charlie Can Promise, an amazing artist. So I want to say a big thank you to Betman Studios and also Felix and Romay for coming today to join us on Start Talk with Kobby. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel Kobby Live. I'm out. Bye.